going to go, first of all, I'll go to top on my screen, Door on Tour. Hello, Mr. Door. Tell us a little bit about your channel, who you follow.
Hello, Lee. I'm Door on Tour. I follow Nottingham Forest home and away, and I've been doing it for 2.5 years.
Right. And what happened with the playoffs, Door?
Don't ask.
Okay, right.
Don't ask.
Next, we're going to Matthew Fisher, who is Loudmouth Barnet FC. How are you, Matthew? Tell us a little bit about your channel.
I'm well, thank you very much. So name's Matt, go by Loudmouth BFC. Scream at my phone over how shit my football team are, home and away. And everyone loves watching me have a meltdown. That's what I do.
Yeah, you do have quite a few meltdowns, so go on, mate, on the channel is good quality. Right, we've also got Reese Bish now. You tell us a little bit about your channel and who you follow.
I follow Swan City, best team in Wales, of course. Swan City vlogger, home and away. Just, vlog very depressing football every week, and somehow people enjoy it, so yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. We've got a young lad just below me called Daniel Teckers, who is a non-league, and he's in some non-league content awards. You can tell us all about it. Tell us all about your club, Daniel, and what you've just been, what final you're in.
Well, I just do vlogs for St Albans, and they're not really that good right now. I mean, they've brought a few new good players in, and they're renovating the stadium and stuff like that. So hopefully it's gonna be closer to go through the playoffs and stuff like that. But I'm not holding my breath.
And you're down to be a finalist in some sort of channel thing, are you, for your channel? What's it for? Tell us a little bit about it.
It's this non-league YouTube thing. I just seen everyone's adding my name on it, and then I just looked at it, and then I was through to the final with a few other people that I know. So.
Oh, that's very good. That's really good. We've got next to you, I've got Chris Lomas 14, who is in his Blackpool top. He is a Blackpool football vlogger, but you've had a bit of time off, haven't you, Chris? But you're back.
Yeah. I had about 10 months off, and now kind of stayed away from the football vlogging. Probably going to come back, but now I usually make a tit of myself in public with a microphone. So
yes, even in London.
Did a video in London. That was my returning video, interviewing random people in the streets of London.
Yeah, to see if anybody knew you.
Knew who I was.
Nobody knew you. Oh dear, it was good. It was good. And at the bottom, we've got the famous Ben from Cod's Vlogs. Tell us all about your channel, Ben.
Well, Fleetwood fan. Seemed to have one good season in a relegation battle, then seemed to somehow bottle it in the playoffs. But a lot of people watch the channel just to see us when we get beat. So
that's not me, I promise.
To see the tears when Max Power scores, still not got over that.
Yeah.
If he would have won that, would have been up. But we've been doing it for about 4 or 5 years now, got just over 5,000. So
yeah,
love doing it really.
You're doing really well. In fact, I got hooked into Ben's channel because obviously Fleetwood had a derby game against Blackpool. It was not a derby.
Yeah,
it's not a derby. It's a kind of a mini derby. It's not really, because it's like playing Blackpool. But we scored in the last kick of the game, didn't we, to beat you? And you were almost, you were in tears, I think, actually at the time. It was very emotional watching you, and I felt for you really bad because you'd hung on with 10 men for about 25 minutes, hadn't you? It was murder, and you just knew it was coming, and you were kind of praying to the gods we weren't going to score, and we were also going mental. Then I watched your video, and I kind of felt a little bit, I felt that sort of, sympathy for you, and then that, togetherness with you. I thought so. I followed you ever since, and I think you got a brilliant channel. So I suppose the first thing I want to ask you all is what you've all been doing in lockdown with no football. Have you been doing content? Anybody can fire in if you want to tell me a little bit about what you've been doing.
I'll go first then. I've been doing a few contents with my mates to talk about Forest, what they're going to do when they come back from lockdown. Is the manager going to stay? Is he going to go? Because you know what the Forest are like. They like to sack their manager every 6 months. I've just been doing content with my mates and just having fun.
Right. Okay. Matthew, what have you been doing in lockdown? Have you been doing videos? I think
I've just been getting fatter and loving every single second of it.
Who ate all the pies? Is it?
Pretty much, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I love no. I've not been creating as much content. I've had a couple of videos out. I've got a couple lined up, but let's be honest. I follow Banter FC. There's always something going on at the circus, so I'm never short of content. I just need to bide my time, really, don't I?
Yeah, you do. We have obviously as Blackpool fans, we have a fond memory of losing 7-0 at Barnet, but it was the year you got relegated at the same time. It was a very
about that.
Very odd.
His first game in charge. You think, here we go.
Yeah, 7-0, and it's just folklore in Blackpool, that game against Barnet. You wouldn't believe how it's in our folklore. Reese, you've obviously had some football to watch, haven't you?
Yeah, that's one big bonus of being in the Championship. We didn't have to wait too long compared to the League One, League Two fans. So, just doing videos. Obviously, big clubs getting in the playoffs. I got do a little bit more content, unlike some clubs in the Championship. Not big other vloggers in here. Though. But no, it's been really enjoyable.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
So yeah, you just didn't make it. You just fell at the final hurdle, but it's been quite exciting. How have you guys found watching Have you watched it on the what is it, the football thing that you've been watching your teams on? Have you been following? I follow. Yeah, have you been watching it on there?
Yeah, I've watched it.
How have you found it?
It's been all right to be fair. I think it's 30 seconds behind, so it's not bad to be fair. But at least you're watching your team. That's the main thing to be fair. But yeah. I've enjoyed it to be fair. Yeah. Some people haven't, but I have.
Do you think not having any fans in the ground has affected your team? Would you think you might have played better if you'd have had? Because Forest, it's so loud there. We remember obviously the playoff final. It was deafening.
Oh,
I know. I had to bring it. up.
Well done, Lee. Well done.
Oh, thanks, Lee. Thanks.
Stick it in.
Chris was going crazy at that point.
Oh, thanks.
Wow. It was seriously loud at Forest. Honestly, wow.
Deafening.
I think I've missed it, to be fair. Like just going to the ground, meeting your mates, having banter, and just supporting your team. I've missed all of it, but
yeah,
at the same time, it's like we're in a pandemic, aren't we? So
there's no really, but
there's nothing we can do, can we?
It's been hard for football vloggers, really, and it's not been good for us because obviously we rely on the football, don't we, to produce content, don't we? It's you've got to think of things to talk about. Or we've been doing our live streams on a Saturday, as you probably know, and a quiz night on a Tuesday. And I've done a few interviews. I've done interviews with Gary Brabin, and I've done some some Zoom calls like this. And we're going to try and get this going as well. So hopefully we will all start getting something out on our channels. So yeah, Reese, have you enjoyed the iFollow experience?
For me personally, it was really disappointing not getting the thing. But my channel's it's got mental. I've gained 500 subs since the streams and whatever. My stream's been really well. Then my first 10k video, which was a great achievement for me as well. So for me, it's disappointing that we couldn't go into the grounds, but I don't think our team, Swansea, would have done as well because some of our fans are very negative when we putt well because we're a possession-based team. But for me, I've really enjoyed it. The channel's grown a lot and getting a lot of new subscribers in and, doing some good live streams. So yeah, I've enjoyed it personally.
Right. Okay. Daniel Teckers, what have you been doing in lockdown? You follow Chelsea as well, don't you? So have you got something?
What gave that away, Lee?
All the stuff behind. St Albans, he says. It's just his wall is Chelsea.
Stop it. We'll get done for bullying. I'm sorry.
I'm not involved.
So tell us all about it, Daniel. What have you been doing?
Well, I've been doing predicted lineup videos from the lineups for every Chelsea game. And then I was watching a few of the games, especially the Arsenal one on Saturday, and I think I got a bit annoyed in that video. That's why it's got a lot of views.
Okay, well, it's emotion. That's what people want to see. They want to see you getting really cheesy. It's good. Obviously, everybody watches Matthew for his meltdowns, as he says. So it's good that you have a meltdown on video. It's just raw emotion, and it's now you can do about it. Brilliant. Chris, what have you been doing in lockdown? Have you not been doing?
No, I've done a few uploads. Nothing too major though. Obviously, with me wanting to do more public videos, that was kind of hard because no one wanted to come near me, did they? With the whole
no.
Corona. I've decided to start spending so much money on football shirts. That became a hobby of mine. As you can see, I'm not going to say the price because my dad almost killed me when he heard how much I spent on that one. But
is that Everton?
That's one of the. Here you go. I'll get them down.
What's that one?
So that's a Blackpool goalkeeper kit from the 90s.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I like that.
Looks like a beach towel.
All right, man. And this one's really rare. This is 89-90 Blackpool shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Struggle to find them.
It's awful.
Nowadays.
Oh God, it's one of the worst shirts of all time.
Really? I love it. I love that.
To be fair, Chris, that's not too bad for an ironing board.
Oh, Ben.
And we've started already.
Are we going to pull this all back? Are we coming again?
Hang on, we got Shark, we got James Sharky. They've given me a present actually. I've just got a message through from that we've exceeded the 40-minute limit, but they're letting it go on. So, Sharky, are you there?
Hi, can you hear us?
We can.
Do you know what it is? I don't know what happened. Like I've been doing it. I've changed nothing. I've done absolutely nothing. Like I've literally just come out of it and come back in, come out and come back in, and now you can hear me. So
yeah, it's absolutely perfect. Just tell very quickly because we've gone around everybody. Just tell us a little bit about your channel, how many subscribers you've got, and what you do. Just tell us a little bit about you.
So as you can see by the top, Newcastle United fan. Toonami TV on YouTube. I do previews, reviews, quick thoughts. I do a lot of maybe monthly streams. I'm doing a lot more for next season, hopefully when we get back into stadiums. And what was the other one?
Just how many subscribers do you have?
Subscribers. 3,000.
Yeah, over 3,000. Brilliant. Right, so we're just discussing at the moment what we're doing in lockdown, James. So what have you been doing during lockdown? You've been doing, obviously, you do live streams, don't you, on a Saturday?
Yeah, pretty much mingling with other channels as well, just talking about the takeover. Obviously, at the minute, it's fell through, hasn't it? But they're saying though it's not the end of it. Apparently, Newcastle and Mike Ashley, he's taking his lawyers to the Premier League because he feels that they haven't fulfilled their end of the bargain. And obviously Amanda Staveley, she pulled out of it. And basically she's left with regrets. But the Reuben brothers have also put out a statement tonight to say that they're also taking their lawyers to the Premier League. So they reckon that Richard Masters hasn't done his bit and he's favoured the top six sides over Newcastle United. And there's no reason to say why they should have cancelled the deal because apparently PIF are not what people say they are. And they pulled out because if the Premier League not making it clear to why they're not going to let the deal go through. They haven't rejected anything. They've just let PIF walk away. So they want answers from the Premier League, and there's been a petition out tonight, and over 70,000 people have done it, and including myself, because I think at the end of the day, as a football club, we need answers. Mike Ashley doesn't want to be here anymore, and he's and this time you can't really point the finger at him, but you can for a lot of things in the past. But if Mike Ashley doesn't want to be here, then what does that say about our ownership? What does that say about the future going forward?
No, it's a big mess, Sharky. And I know Sharky does a live stream on a Saturday. It starts about 8 o'clock and finishes about 2 in the morning. I think he was on for about 6 hours. It's phenomenal. It's hard to stay on it for so long. It just goes on and on forever.
I haven't done it for such a long time, to be fair, because it was sort of dying a death a little bit. But now that the news has come out tonight, that apparently it may not be dead in the water. I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to wait and see.
You'll be back. You'll be back for another 6-hour extravaganza. And Cod's Vlogs, Ben. We'll go to Ben. So what have you been doing during lockdown? You've been doing all sorts, haven't you?
Yeah, I found it hard to do content, and there's only so many top 10s you can do, and it's been challenging to do it and motivate yourself to do it as well when you used to getting matchday vlogs out and reviews on that. But I've enjoyed doing that. I've enjoyed doing the podcast stuff.
Your interviews have been amazing.
I was just about to say, Ben, I was going to praise you actually before you insulted me before, but you've been producing some absolute worldies recently in terms of podcasts and stuff. I can't obviously fault you for that. You've actually done a really good job.
I tell you what, mind for such a young lad, he's come a long way as well. I have to say that from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. And it has been tough. I've been obviously trying to expand my knowledge in football, trying to get different stats, different databases, and to try and improve, which maybe other YouTubers might not give you. I'm a big fan of that, and obviously listening to a lot of podcasts help as well. So just plodding along nicely at the minute and trying to get to 6,000 by the end of the year, really.
You deserve more.
You do. And I don't know how you managed to keep, what's he called, off under the cosh. Chris went off under the cosh. How you managed to actually stop him swearing? He never swore in the whole interview, did he? Normally, if you watch Under the Cosh, it's all bad language, isn't it?
With Parky, it's a different story. He'll tell you about his hat-trick at Ellen Road, no problem.
Oh, it's Parky. Yeah, it's Parky had on, wasn't it? Yeah. Was it Parky?
Yeah, both of them on, yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, no, it's really good. It's really quality if you ever get to watch it, and it's something you can actually listen. Just listen to. You don't even need to watch it.
I tell you what, Lee, mind the Blackpool Fleetwood derby's just got real. I mean, for how far Fleetwood have come.
Oh, shush. There's no such thing as a Blackpool Fleetwood derby.
It's not a derby.
The thing is, James, they'll talk about us. They'll go on our page all the time, but we're not the rivals and they don't care about us.
Do you know what it is? To be fair,
here we go.
To be fair, watching Joey Barton, obviously, as a Toon fan, I've watched him throughout his career, and obviously at Newcastle, and you could just see the passion, the drive, what he's doing with Fleetwood. Yeah. I believe he's got a plan to get Fleetwood in the Championship, and I've said it, and I'll say it again. He will 100%. Not go down bottom fight.
Oh, I tell you something, you've got to give credit to Blackpool. Like, they've been social distancing from Fleetwood since August. So,
Go on,
well, to be fair, you might be if Fleetwood get the promotion, you might be a division apart.
well, he was close. He was close.
Joking apart, I think Blackpool will go again this year. They've made some good business, and I think they can challenge for the top 6.
We've actually been accused.
It's not really a rivalry; it's only banter, but they were the better side when they beat us 3-1, and I thought the 0-0 game was probably the worst.
The better side.
Football.
I
would say that. I would say you're the better side. I thought Fleetwood looked a bit timid and scared to go at you, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I thought first half you shaded it. Second half we had one chance you didn't really create, but I think Critchley got a good young squad there. I still think you need experience to replace Spear and Naniela, etc. But I think as soon as you bring some experience, a few bodies in midfield, I think you can get top 6.
Yeah. So just quickly going around again. So what's going on at Barnet?
Oh, Christ.
What isn't going on at Barnet?
What's not going on at Barnet? That would be a shorter list, Lee. To be honest with you, mate, it's sort of in the air at the moment. Players have either been released or not been signed to new contracts, and it's just funny. You get their messaging on Twitter saying my time's come to an end before the actual Barnet team even announces anything. So that's why Banter FC will always remain. I think we've got about 7 players registered. No one knows what's going on with the manager, and when's the season start? I can't wait.
Yeah.
12th of September.
Showing up with 7 players, the dinner lady in the kitchen sink on the pitch.
I'll tell you what, right, honestly, though, right, but it's true, though, you're right. Supporting Barnet Football Club, and as much as they're my team, it is like supporting a Sunday League team every season. It's just rebuild after rebuild every time. It really is.
You haven't witnessed us in the Mike Ashley for the past 13 years. Rip your squad out FC.
Are you seriously comparing Newcastle to Barney right now? You're moaning that you've got troubles. Are you taking the piss?
Yeah, might as well. Well, you could, in the Premier League, you either spend at Harrods or you spend at Sports Direct. We spend at Sports Direct. Yeah, I will. We might as well spend League 1 and League 2 money because that's literally what we do.
But you still somehow manage to stay in the Prem, though.
But what I will say, I don't know how we do it. That's
but you can't complain, can you?
No, I can't. I can't.
You spent 40 million on a striker. Stop moaning.
Thank you.
To be fair, we can't help the price tag. We never wanted to start.
No, don't give me that. Don't give me that.
They're ganging up on you, Sharky. They're ganging up. Ganging up on you.
Let's all cry for Newcastle. Let's all cry for it. Come on.
Yeah, so sad for you. Another season in the Premier League.
Exactly.
To be fair, when it's moving to spend 600,000 on Harry Suter, I was like, I didn't even know he had 600,000.
I tell you what,
honestly, if you'd asked any Newcastle fan this time last year, including Rafa, they didn't want him. So he was brought in because Rafa left. Nobody wanted him. Look at it now. Look at the state of our football club. Look at the fans now petitioning to the Premier League. Look at
the violins out, lads.
But then again, you could be Nottingham Forest. You could bottle it on the last day. To be fair. Anyway.
You finished 13th in the Premier League.
There's nobody on your side here, Sharky.
I'm saying 30th in the Premier League is not ambition. I'm sorry, it's not.
You're in the fucking Premier League. That tells me about no ambition.
Premier League. How can you mean? You're not in the Championship.
I know. Listen, if you hear us out, that 13th in the Premier League is not ambition for where we should be. Not mid-table. I'm sorry. Not mid-table.
No. I'm sorry. No. Right. So where do you think the way Newcastle are now? Do you think it should be top half?
Easy.
Never. No.
Easy.
No.
Why not? Why?
Why? Look. No, I'm sorry.
Where are Forest? I mean, where have you been? You bottled the last day. You bottled it on the last day.
Yeah, but I'm not moaning about our owners. Like I said, Mike Ashley doesn't want to be at the club. But the players you've got. It's not a top 10 team.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. We should be doing a lot better. That's why I'm reflecting back.
Yeah, but that's what Forest should be. That's like saying, Forest should be the Premiership.
Newcastle fans are so deluded. Just because you've got a big stadium, you think all of a sudden you should be the best team in the world.
James.
I mean, speaking of Newcastle United, I met Sean Longstaff in Nando's once, but that's about as mine.
James, look at your squad, right? I think Newcastle are nothing special. You're a good club, big club, but
big club, big fans. Massive fans.
100%. Yeah, big
club. I know. Listen. I take what you. Yes, I take what you're saying, but what I'm saying, because we're being messed around for 30, that's a long time to be messed around. If you look at Man United and Chelsea, if they had the ownership we had, we'd have the same conversation. It's easy to draw comparisons. If you say, for example, you have Man City and Chelsea, have Mike Ashley as owner. You go from where they were now to what they say in 10 years' time, you could have the same conversation.
Lee, where do you find this geezer?
I don't know. No, he's a typical Newcastle United fan. I mean, they are a big club.
The thing is, people don't like the truth. That's because people only see what they see on the outside, the media. But if you support the club and you see where it once was, where it is now, that's what I'm comparing it to.
The one thing that I found as a Blackpool fan and getting in the Premier League like we did, and we had a season in the Premier League, but my experience and my thoughts on the Premier League were that it wasn't as good as you think it's going to be. On quite a number of reasons. One, you've got like referees against you, as we found Blackpool. Yeah. They just give you nothing. You don't have as many like games to watch for your season ticket because there's not as many matches, and there's loads of weekends where you don't have a game at all. And then they move the games around. So like we were supposed to be playing City on a Saturday, and it was my youngest. It was his birthday party, so we moved it to the Sunday, and then they switched the fixture to the Sunday, and we couldn't change it, so I couldn't go to the City game. And I just found it all not as good as it should be. And I always think with football,
Lee, that's what I'm saying. It's boring. It's
about
football. The fans are getting sick because there's nothing there to look forward to every season.
It's just winning.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
football is winning.
In the Premier League, we want a challenge with the rest of the top 6 and the top 7. Why can't we not do that? Because this
is the thing. For example, Premier League, right? It's always going to be the same. Bar Leicester, right? It's the same every season. When you've got Championship, League 1, League 2, non-league, it's different every year. The outcome is always different.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I can understand why you're saying 13th in the Premier League is not what you're aiming for. You want to be aiming for top 10. You want to be doing something different. I understand that. But from our point of view as us being in, League 1, you've got people in the Championship here.
Okay, saying your side of
that. Obviously, we would love to. I don't know. I'd love to be in the Premier League again one day, even if it is. We've already been there. It was a hell of a journey.
I'd love to be in the Premier League club, mate.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand your point of view, like where you have come from, where you are. Yeah, you'd love to be in the Premier League, but we've been in it often enough to where we are now. It's just you go back every season and it's like we're so predictable where we're going to finish mid-table or relegation. It's just. You want something to challenge for.
I agree.
I'm not saying I have a divine right to win anything. I just want to see the club. I'm not saying we should be a championship.
Let me ask you one question. sorry to interrupt. Just saying. So you're saying that you would get rid of mediocre, mid-table Premier League football to drop down a division to try and win something? Is that what you were saying right now?
No, that's not. No, we did. But what I'm saying, I would like to see the club challenge in the top half. Like,
but who are you competing against?
No,
that's what you need to be realistic.
Why can't Newcastle? Why can't we not compete with Leicester?
I'm just getting a popcorn. 1 minute.
What I'm going to say is Leicester and Wolves. Why can't we spend a bit more? Why are Leicester and Wolves above us? They're good sides. Don't get me wrong.
Because they've got a good manager.
Exactly, they've got a great manager.
And yes,
they've got a great manager.
We've got a poor manager because we've got a poor owner. That's the way I look at it.
Would you say he's a poor man? I'm being honest with you. You moaned about Bruce at the start of the season. His football is utter dog shit, in my opinion. However,
just say it as it is, Ben. Say it as it is.
Squad is unbelievable. He's done a good job.
Oh, he has. He has.
Leicester, they haven't spent that much. Madison, 20-25 million. Again, it's not that much for the talent. Vardy, £1 million. Barnes, youth grown. Wolves again. They haven't spent that much. They spent a couple on midfielders. But Jimenez and Joshua, you've got to think it's not. I think your recruitment. I don't think it's the money. Your recruitment has been poor. 40 million on a striker that scored 2 goals. Is poor. Wolves have invested that money into Jimenez, one of the best strikers in the Premier.
It also goes down to your ownership because he doesn't put a penny into it. That's not his money. That goes into the club. That's
you two sitting on a roller coaster? I'm getting seasick watching you two.
James, I can agree with you because Steve Bruce doesn't play the most attractive football. When we were in the Prem, we had he survived it in the Premier League from January. Miraculously, we were bottom, but in September a month, we were sick of it. Similar to what you were, Bruce. We go to football games to watch our team play entertaining football. We might not win every week, but we want to play quicker time football. We just didn't see it. And I know we got relegated that season, the season after, and people will say, "Oh, Ken was fast treated," and it's kind of similar to the West Brom manager got sacked when they were fourth. By the end of the day. When the football goes crap, it's very unlikely to turn around. And I can agree with you with Steve Bruce. Yes, he has got you off. But in my opinion, I'll go back, I would rather be in a relegation battle than stay mid-table. Because trust me, I know some of you, including the Barnet fan, might laugh at that. But trust me, when you're in that position, mid-table all the time, there's nothing to play for.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're the Swansea fan, I agree because they were in the league for so long. It just gets boring. There's nothing to look forward to.
So wait! I don't get it. I don't get it. Wait! You just said you prefer to be in a battle than stay mid-table.
No. That's not what I'm saying. This club should be aiming a lot higher than mid-table.
With the players you've got now. The players you've got now.
No. The club needs proper investment. We haven't had a proper investment in years. Look at the decline. Yes, we've not gone down. We've gone down twice. So, yeah, okay, we've bounced back up. Very fortunate because the Championship is a tough league. But if you hear us out, what I'm saying is, you look at all the fans right now; they're all sick and tired of the same old ambition from the ownership. We'll get constant takeovers, this, that, and the other. It's tiring. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate all you guys who support different clubs down the league. You all have potential of coming up, and I hope you do. But you'll realise it's not good. It's not good.
You know something? It is absolutely ridiculous, and I feel sorry for you that you finished 13th in the Premier League and spent 4 million on a striker.
I do as well. I think it's really bad. It's bad.
If you look at the budgets, you actually spent one of the most money in the transfer window.
Yes, but Mike actually spent that.
Don't argue with Ben. Ben will know exactly your budget, Sharky. He'll know exactly how much you spend.
What gives Newcastle fans the right to say we should be challenging? Why can't? I'm not being funny. In that Premier League,
I'm not saying. What I'm saying. All clubs should be. No, but it's the same old top 6, the same old top 8. Why can ever not compete? We aren't allowed.
Sharky,
that's the thing. We're not allowed.
Three words, yeah? Bury Football Club.
Bury,
You're moaning that your owner doesn't put any money into your club.
Yes, but it's two different. Yes, don't get me wrong.
Put down what you're drinking.
I feel sorry. No, I feel sorry for them, but it's two different worlds. The Premier League is a different world where they were. They're two different worlds.
Well, they've got Bury.
But you're lucky.
Yes, don't get me wrong. I feel sorry. No, I feel sorry for them. Don't mince your words. I feel sorry for them.
Should I mute him? Should I mute him? You're about when you have no sound, Sharky.
Don't get me. No, it's because other fans from the outside will don't like the honest truth. They think, oh, well, now with this, that, that's fine. I know other clubs don't like us. That's fine. You demand this, you demand that.
Listen, Newcastle.
You've got to be honest.
Newcastle have got one of the best fans in England, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I completely agree.
They have, like, Newcastle, Sunderland, best fans in England. But the way you're talking is like,
maybe not.
Let's feel sorry for Newcastle. Let's feel sorry for. Give them a hug.
We're not
I'm
saying
not
that.
giving Newcastle a hug because I'd be happy to stay in mid-table in the Premiership.
No.
James.
No.
He's not having it.
No. Can I just say, if I can speak on most Newcastle United YouTubers, they'll say right now we should not be mid-table. We're too better than that.
Well, listen. How long have you been in the Premiership since you got promoted?
Well, this will be our 4th season coming.
Right. So from the last 4 years, have you had the players that can battle for the top 6?
Because the ownership. We can't do that because of the ownership.
Can't blame the ownership, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
How
many?
Right.
Listen. In 13 years, how many top 10 finishes have this club had? 1, 5th, none. Relegated twice.
To be fair, that's like we've got the best ever striker, so it wasn't too bad. But
but the £40 million.
You're suffering 13th in the Premier League, right? And everyone in this picture will agree with me. You're still 4th in the Prem. I've watched Fleetwood lose 4-0, final away from home in League 2, Conference, and it's been tough. I've watched us lose in the playoffs. I've watched us actually be top of the league, and Farsley Celtic get plunged out the league, and we get our 6 points taken off us, and we don't go up, and Southport do. That is heartbreak.
That's harsh.
I'm not being funny. You're 13th in the Premier League and you're moaning that you should be top 7, top 6. I'm not being funny. If you ask me, Fleetwood, to finish top 8 or top 13 in the Premier League every day of the week, I'd bite your hand off. Even if you ask me this year, to finish 13th...
Two different type of club.
Where did Stump Peg put you?
League is the day I moved to Columbia.
Newcastle are nothing special. You should not be finishing in the top 10 of the Premier League.
Why not? Why not?
Because you're nothing anymore. In my opinion.
Yes, that's because. And if you listen, what I'm doing, if you listen to what I'm telling you, before the ownership come in, Newcastle were never ever outside the top 7. Newcastle were never outside the top 4.
Rent free.
Oh man!
Right. Guys,
let's stop now.
Let's stop bashing Sharky now. Right.
Let's just. I'll just say one thing. I was just about to say before the ownership come in. How often did Newcastle finish outside the top 7? Very rarely. There you go. There's the proof.
Different worlds now, though. Different worlds now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But yes. What I'm trying to say is Mike actually wants to sell. He knows he's done wrong. He knows he's not welcome. There you go. Tells you everything.
Ben, chill. Right. Okay.
It's okay, everyone.
I'm not. But what I'm saying, I'm not on here to flirt with anybody.
Please, sort it out, Lee. Sort it out.
It's chaos. It's chaos.
No, listen. What I'm trying to say is,
you can tell why he does a 6-hour vlog on a Saturday night, can't you? You can't get a bloody word in edgeways, can you?
No, I'm saying. Listen, this is my last bit. All I was going to say was, I'm not on here to fall out with anybody. I'm just here to speak the truth. That's it.
It's all right. No, honestly, it's fine. It's great.
It's fine.
I'm loving it, Shashi.
Sharky, you're entitled to your wrong opinion. Just saying, mate.
Right. Since we're on the topic of the Premier League, right, do we think Bournemouth would have got relegated if goal line technology worked for them against Aston Villa?
Yeah.
No.
That's
because it's like Villa the other day when Villa
brought VAR, bloody hell. What have you done,
because that's what I'm saying. The thing is, if the goal line technology did it, surely VAR should be reviewed. I thought they reviewed every goal.
Bournemouth have been poor all season.
Bournemouth have been poor all year.
100%, apart from the last few games where they decided to show up and so
I think it's harsh.
each game. But like,
at the end of the day, they could have one result like
it's the top.
You've got 37 other games in the Premier League to change it. And at the end of the day, it's not Hawkeye's fault that Bournemouth have gone down. It's their own fault for playing poor in the 38 games they've had this season.
Can we start talking about the Premiership now? Can we start talking about the Premiership now, please?
Chris and Lee, you went down with one of the most highest ever points. I think if you would have been in that Premier League, do you not feel ever since you've gone down, you would have pretty much stayed up with that point on? Do you not ever look at that and go, like, look and just wonder, like,
what it would have been like if we stayed up
with that.
Well, the only cloud to the silver lining was we might still be with the Oystons, and we hated them anyway. So it kind of got rid of it in a way, if we'd have carried on. But at the time, no, it was totally devastating for the town. It was bad for Blackpool because we got so much, business out of the Premier League, because unlike most other towns in the country, we can, 250,000 people or more can come to Blackpool on the weekend. So if
tourism-wise, it did us wonders.
I mean, like Burnley are in the Premier League. I say this all the time. Burnley are in the Premier League, and it's good for Burnley Football Club, although it doesn't seem like it is at the moment financially, but I thought it was. But for the actual town of Burnley, they won't make much money on it because they haven't got hotels and all the rest, for people to... So a lot of people who come watch Burnley come to Blackpool for the weekend, you know what I mean? So when we were in the Premier League, it was, for local trade and hotels, it was just amazing. And the free advertising that Blackpool got on the Premier, on the Sky Sports, because every time they came to Blackpool, they were doing donkey rides and, showing the tower and ice cream, Kiss Me Quick Hats and all that. And it just put Blackpool in people's minds. And, we lost out on all that business really through it. But I always say football is great.
I wouldn't change it.
Top of the league.
Any of it. I really wouldn't change any of the world for it.
No. But I like to be...
one of the best journeys ever.
I like to be, when I'm watching football, I like to be either going for promotion or near the top of the league. So the end of the season's exciting. You know what I mean? Even I would have settled for going up and down, because the promotion from the Championship into the Premier League, I would say is bigger than winning the Premier League. It's so big. That playoff final is unbelievable.
Exactly. I would rather go up through playoffs than automatic promotion. 100%. I think
it's the biggest game in the world. It's bigger than anything.
What?
It's the biggest game in the world. No. You don't know about it, Dor. You don't know what it's like.
Oh,
you didn't get there.
So, Lee, what you're saying is you'd rather be a yo-yo team than sit 13th in the Premiership. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want either.
Okay.
I would, yeah. I would. If you could guarantee it, you can't guarantee it. But if you could guarantee that you could, because honestly, coming back up, that promotions are the greatest things in your life. I mean, we had a celebration on the promenade that like 75,000 people went down, to see Holloway. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
They came down the prom on a tram, and it was bedlam. You wouldn't have got that if we'd have finished 13th in the Premier League. You wouldn't have had that celebration. Never in a million years.
Are you saying Norwich?
Say again.
Are you saying a Norwich City then that's it, Robbie?
Oh, I'd settle for that. Oh, yeah, all day long. I keep saying I didn't really enjoy the Premier League as much as I thought I would. I thought it was bent. I thought they were bent. The referees just gave you nothing. I mean, that Man United game at Bloomfield Road when we had a stonewall penalty to go 3-0 up and he just waved it away. That was just one of many decisions that went against us in that league. And you just feel like you're the little guys and they don't give you anything. We went to Aston Villa and Holloway changed a lot of players, but we played Villa off the park. I was there. We battered Villa, and they scored a win. Yeah, we got fined for Villa in a weakened team, but we didn't have. We had a squad of so many players that we named, and none of them were stars. And it was only early. You couldn't say Charlie Adam was a world class player. Nobody heard of him. DJ Campbell, and they were saying, "Oh, you were playing a weakened team." We didn't have a weakened team. We just had 24 in a squad. They were all as shit as each other, really. They were. There was none of them were world class. There was no player in Blackpool team at that time nobody ever heard of.
We barely changed the team from the Championship to the Premier League, did we? We signed like a few players. Marlon.
Yeah, we did.
Legend.
And he played.
Legend. Legend.
Blackpool should have stopped up that season, though.
Yeah, we should have done.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Fergie was horrible, and we curse United because they've hardly won anything since they relegated us. And I was there at that game, and they was on that game. They had 19 in like big silver letters. All the fans held up 19. They'd already won the title. They'd won. And they still put us down. And it was, and when I was there, all the United fans changed. When they heard the news coming through that Blackpool were going to get relegated, the whole stadium started cheering on Blackpool. They stopped cheering United. They were all cheering us. It was so sad. It was honestly, it was unbelievable.
Just to go back to the original one. Sorry, just to go back to the original one. I remember playing Bournemouth when they were in our league. Right, that just says something.
Yeah.
I think Bournemouth have made the biggest bollock drop by sacking Eddie Howe. I think I do. I guarantee.
I can't believe it.
I
They
think
didn't sack him.
after
They
one
didn't
bad
sack him.
season, that's poor.
He left,
he
didn't
left,
he?
didn't
He resigned, didn't he?
Left.
No,
I think we practically relegated them really on the 4-1 defeat when we beat them. We practically relegated them.
I think that they tried. I think they forced his hand to make it be a mutual agreement. But I can see, Bournemouth being Charlton there, because I think that when Alan Kirbyshev was at Charlton, he practically kept him up on his own. And I think that's what's going to happen with Bournemouth now. And I think they're just going to sink even more now.
Eddie Howe's one of their managers where you think he's just going to be there forever.
He's a good manager, but he's not as good as everyone's making out to be. England man, he's not that. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, considering he was what League Two.
You've got to remember.
Reese, your mic is a bit hard to hear. Your mic is not great on this. I don't know why. It's very muffled, so we can't always hear what you're saying.
You've got to remember how much money you spent.
Right.
You've got the Premier League.
For next time, probably.
I think, do you know what it is? I think for Bournemouth to be in the Premier for 5 years, he deserves a lot of credit.
Oh, sure.
5 seasons, come on.
It's unbelievable.
Remember, Newcastle should be winning the league every year. Just remember.
He's done you again. He's done you.
Ben,
not really. If you look at the calibre of club where they were, like I say, was it Loudmouth was saying they were in League Two. Look how far they've come, and they've stayed in the League 5 year. They were favourites to go straight down.
So what
like
does that say
Blackpool.
about Eddie Howe then? He is a great manager then. Like, you can't say he's not as good as people say it to me. He's a good manager.
He's quality.
He's done a
Everyone
fantastic job.
He's
done a
quality.
fantastic job at keeping them up.
Yeah, he's in the club's
He's spent a bit
history
of
now.
money, you can't blame him for. But at the back, he's been poor. They've conceded 350 goals in 5 seasons, and they've been scoring a lot. This year, they didn't score enough goals. That's why they went down. It's not his fault. But in my opinion, he'll get a good Premier League job, maybe a possible Newcastle job, maybe.
He's hitting with the right and then the left.
That's it. That's where I agree with you. I would actually take Eddie Howe tomorrow. That's where
You know what? Because he'd win the Champions League with you, wouldn't
Oh, mate. You take Eddie out and then you finish 13th and then you'd want him sacked.
Probably. Yeah, like the rest of them. Steve McLaren. Yeah,
and then you blame Mike Ashley.
Yeah, another tactically inept.
The year's 2020 million, and you've spent 500 billion on players. You finished what 6th in the Premier League, and you're going, we should be finishing top 5. Not happy with this. That's where people mistake. We're not asking for Champions League. We're asking for can we get Europa League? Of course we can.
I think you've been playing too much Football Manager, mate. Far too much Football Manager.
From the conference to the Champions League in 6 seasons.
That's
Offered him a job in the international.
It's possible.
Right, what's next? Come on.
Right, well, it's up to you. Yeah. We can carry on. I don't know how long I've got on this recording because normally it's 40 minutes, but they said I've been given a bonus or something. We can.
As longer Zoom does that. It just carries on there, Lee.
Oh, does it just carry on? Okay.
It just carries on there, mate.
That's all right then. I was going to ask about, I think Ben wants to talk about your kits, whether you like your new kit. Have you seen your new kits?
I've not seen mine yet.
No,
I've seen ours. It's just as bland as the ownership. That's what I'm going to say.
Is he black and white, Sharky?
Oh, for frigs.
Well, let's talk about Puma and the.
Well, we're Puma. We're all excited about this Puma.
Yeah, all I'm going to say, we've got one more season with them. Good luck. They're not very good.
Yeah, Puma are awful, by the way. Not a fan.
Yeah, they're not good. They
look really good, aren't they? We're all excited.
Their away kits are absolutely fine, but their home kits are horrendous.
Oh, we like our home kit.
It's very similar to the one that I've got on now, isn't it? With the white on the.
Yeah, it's got white on the shoulders. Yeah, it is a bit similar to that one, but I just like the look of the material.
Just templates. They're just templates. Still, they are.
Yeah, they are. They have a standard.
For example, like Swindon, it's like we've got the exact same kit as them and probably same squad as them. So,
we're nicking all their players, aren't we? We've been accused of buying the league. We've been accused of buying the league.
HMS buy the league, that's us.
You know what I like? I've seen people.
I think Ben's excited about your kit, aren't you? You're pretty excited about your kit.
Yeah, very. Normally our kit's red, bland, boring. I don't go anywhere near them. But this year it looks... Well, to be fair, Madden's in it. And everything that Madden does turns to gold and looks good anyway. So it might just be the Paddy Madden effect.
Oh, I hate Madden so much.
And,
fucking it. He's such a cock. Honestly, I absolutely hate him.
Well, that escalated quickly, didn't it?
No, but Madden, he's such a... No, Madden is such a smarmy prick. I don't care what you say. I just don't like him.
Prince, I can see why you're going to win the league this year by buying all League 2 players. That's definitely going to work. You know what I mean, mate?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So Barnett, have you seen your kit, Matthew? Have you seen it yet? Has it been out? Will you be able to fit in one with all these pies you're eating?
To be honest with you, mate, I honestly don't think I've fitted any Barnet any equipment or anything for about 10 years now. I'm not gonna lie. They don't make FB size, fat bastards, so, you know what I mean? I'll be honest with you, mate, I've not seen it yet. I have no idea what the design's going to be or who it's going to be made by or whatever. I just want to know if I've got a team to support, let alone a bloody kit to watch them playing.
Right. You might not. There'll be no names on your shirt yet.
I was about to say, Lee, it tells you a lot when Gates said they were in this, 6th tier, and make a better kit than us. There you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Get the violins out again for Sharky.
Where did you get this guy from, man?
No, honestly, I can speak for a lot of Newcastle fans. Nobody buys the kits no more. They don't buy. What's the point?
Well, they're all the same. They're just black and white. It doesn't matter whatever every year.
Well, it's just as bland as the ownership. But
here we go.
Let's ask Daniel Teckers, because you've not said a lot, have you? What's the St Albans or is it Chelsea kit? Do you like either of them?
St Albans haven't released their kit yet because they got a new deal with someone called Hummel Sport, and they haven't released the kit yet. And with the Chelsea one, I kind of like it, but a lot of people don't like it.
Can I ask a question? Please?
Yeah.
To Daniel Teckers.
Yeah.
St Albans has just recently changed their badge, haven't they?
Yeah.
Right, tell us about that. Are you a fan of the new badge? Do you prefer the old badge?
I like the old badge more because it shows more St Albans, but the new one I'll probably get used to it. Yeah.
So who's your big rivals in that league, Daniel? Who's your rivals in Hemel Hempstead?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many go to St Albans? How many fans do you get there? Is it average gate thing?
I mean, they up the ticket prices, so there's not a lot of people going. I think it's £18, and a lot of people gone because that's why St Albans' performances last season wasn't as good as the last season when it just screwed up the players on the last day against Torquay.
Right. So So who would be your nearest sort of big club?
I'm just going to my phone, all right?
Yeah, yes, no problem. Who would be your nearest big club?
Cheers, mate.
If
I'm not sure.
The local sort of nearest football league club.
St Albans. It's probably Watford, wouldn't it? St Albans.
Watford.
Yeah, Watford. Yeah, Watford. Yeah. Watford.
Is that far away from you, Watford? Is it within? No, it's still away. Still
do you see Deeney when he had that interview the other day? What did he say now?
I'm glad they've gone.
What, Watford? Why is that? Why have they been?
Because they should be in the top 6 like Newcastle.
They've been
Because you see the top of Ben's head. Where's he gone?
The reason why the reason why I'm glad Watford has gone is you don't sack three managers in one season. That's bad.
Yeah. That is bad.
That's bad.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Barnet 4 in one season we had at a couple of times. Who does that? Hey, I say, Banter FC lads, come and join us.
Oh God! What about your kit, Reese? Did you like it? Have they announced it yet? Your new kit for the season?
Well, we got Choma, and not a big fan of Choma. It's not been released yet. We got a lot of players leaving. I think we're more into the loan market. I think we had 6 loans. All them are gone. There's 6 experienced players going tomorrow, so that's 12 players gone. So I don't know the kits. Yeah, it should be out soon. Obviously, we're in the playoffs, so it's a bit more delayed. But I'm looking forward to it. Just hopefully they're getting out soon, to be honest, mate.
You won't have made like any signings yet, will you? Because the season's only just finished, or have you heard of any new signings coming in at Swansea?
Apparently, we're really close to saying that their experienced centre half, which rumours are could be Daniel Ayala, which I think would be a really good signing, to be honest. But
right.
The only little concern I got about him is he's played a lot of football under negative managers, so hopefully. But yeah, like I said, we're going to lose a lot of players like Van der Horn, Routledge, Dyer, experienced players. So I don't think we're going to do very well next season.
You don't think you could get Brewster on loan again?
Ben's just changing to his fault. Okay, he's just changed his fault. Got you in twice now, Ben.
I rate the is it Cooper? I think he's called. I rate him. He's got manager.
Well, the thing is with Cooper, I think there's a lot of. It's a weird one because he doesn't play the best of football, but recently changed formation. He's done well. There's a lot of fans who want him out and still want him out because I don't know why. I think it's just because he's from Cardiff and that area, but yeah, he's done a good job. And to be fair, the only problem with us is, again, we're relying on loans and free transfers. So if we can't get the like a Gallagher, Brewster again on loan, then we could struggle next season.
Can I remove that, Ben? It won't remove your other one.
Yeah, remove that, mate.
If I remove that one, and let's just take that one on, and you'll still be here.
Get both of them out. No, I'm joking.
To be fair,
it's not going. I don't know why.
I know we've talked about the Championship playoffs, but League One playoffs, we're losing 4-1 in the first leg. Anything
Oh no! I actually, Ben, I haven't sent it yet. I made a meme, but I never sent it yet because I felt kind of bad. But I made. I'll have to send it you later, Ben.
Yeah.
I felt bad for making it.
But notifications because my stream was probably about 30-40 seconds behind, and so I turned on Twitter, and normally I don't have any messages. I had, I think, 18 Twitter messages, 70 Snapchat notifications, 61 messages. We're losing 3 half time, and most of them were Sunderland fans, and most of them were Blackpool fans. And I'm like, 8th League One, 13th in League One. You can't really come at me with that one. But to be fair, we played really well second leg and probably should have won the game at least.
Yeah.
But I think if we lost that game 3-1, we would have had Paddy, we would have won the game.
It was a hard watch. I watched your video, the first one, and you were so, all starting off, you were so full of excitement, and it's, it's counting down, and it just kind of, and then they'd scored within about, a minute. It was really quick. The first goal was a disaster, and then you were 2-0, and then you got a penalty, didn't you? And it just went from bad to worse.
Wigan played well, Wigan played very well and deserved to go up over the season.
Oh yeah. Yeah, to me, I really didn't think Wickham were going to be the ones to go up. My prediction was it was going to be, Fleetwood Pompey in the final. I thought Pompey would have gone up. Look.
I think Wickham played good football throughout the season, but they were like Sheffield United, hard working, hard to beat, lots of heart, lots of energy, good manager, good spirit in the dressing room, and that's what gets you up nowadays. And fair play to them, no spotting from me, better side over the 2 legs. And for me, again, I don't think you were the better side at Wembley, but I don't always think the better sides go up at Wembley, if I'm honest, anymore. I think the sides that kind of can hit and counter on the break and hope to get a goal and defend, that's what they did, and they did that really well.
Right, so what else have we got to talk about? What else can we talk about? I was going to talk about if we have any tips for anybody out there that's watching this, that's thinking of vlogging, and becoming a football vlogger. Have we got anything we've learned along the way? I mean, I've got I've actually thinking, I've got a few tips for people, which I'm thinking of doing a video, but have you got any tips out there for people who are thinking of getting on this bandwagon and committing their life to YouTube editing?
Yeah, don't do it. It's a fucking ball ache.
you got to.
I don't think I wasn't myself for the first year and a half, 2 years, and it was hard to keep up with. And then I think the start of last season, I was going to give it up and started again. And you just got to be yourself, just be honest about the game. If they scored under the better side, there's no need to make a joke about it or be salty about it. Even though when you are upset and you are fuming, I think the best thing to do is be honest, give an honest report, and that will get you further in life. And if you're confident in front of the camera, you'll get different opinions on, you'll take it as maybe change it up now and again as well, which always helps. You don't want to upload the same video 46 times, do you? So I think be yourself, be confident, be yourself, and just change things up now and again. Unlike Newcastle, you know.
Look at
Ben,
you got me tearing up there.
I think that's very important. I think it's very important that you've got to sort of be yourself and not be copying other people. You've got to kind of just do it as yourself.
Well, to be fair, your phone in public and film yourself, because you get weird looks all the time. But honestly, you just got to be yourself, and you don't ignore what people say. And you've made it. Honestly, you've made it when Ben Natman comments on your video. Honestly, the first time that happened to me,
can I just say something when it comes to vlogging? I think you say don't copy. I think it is all the same thing, but just different stadium. Or
it's just we all have our own. We all have our own, obviously, design, layout, whatever you know. We all have our own style of what we do.
Yeah, just don't be like for example, trying to be somebody you're not, is what I mean, really.
For example,
don't have a personality that you're coming on like, what's up, and then all of a sudden you've got to keep that up. It doesn't work. You've just got to be like, however you are is how you are. I mean, Matthew's just crazy. I mean, it's just honestly, if you watch his intros to his videos, they're just awesome. He's just absolute lunatic. But that's how I imagine that's how you are in real life. I imagine that is your personality. You're sort of larger than life, aren't you? So, but I couldn't do a vlog like you.
Are you calling me fat, saying larger than life? Because you be honest, right? And I like that. I like honesty in a player. I like that.
In a player? He's a player, is he?
I'm looking to sign people up for Barnet, mate. We need players, all right? I need anyone. Get your boots. We're all going. I'm playing centre half. The ball will get past me, but the fucking player won't. I guarantee it.
And you might get on. You might get on, Matthew.
Mate, I've got 90 seconds in me. Trust me.
As a late sub.
I must kill their eardrums in my intro. So to be fair, I'm surprised you still are alive by the eardrums being okay.
Oh, Ben,
I'm not going to lie, mate.
Did you ever see the video that someone made about you, Ben? Where there's that scene from The Simpsons where Bart Simpson's got all the megaphones.
Actually, what I will say.
Oh, hilarious.
He is loud sometimes, is Ben. He's a bit louder. He needs to turn his volumes down, his levels down to make sure you don't peak. You need to a peaking meter so your peak stays in the sort. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, what I was going to say about vlogging is people will criticise you, people can say what they want, but I think, it's important just to be yourself and just do your own thing and just try not to stage things. It is easy for people to say, oh, you're this, you're that, but you're just the general all-round football fan that loves your club and just wants to give those an opportunity to watch who can't see if they live around the world. I don't know.
I was reading an article, actually. Jane read it to me the other day, and it's this. I think it's in this magazine she's going to be reviewing next week. But they're talking about there's quite a few of the smart clubs now are starting to get the vloggers involved because they realise that we're pretty good for the clubs. You know what I mean? It's a lot of free advertising for them. We can get them, season tickets and everything. We can just build up the enthusiasm. I did it last year. Pre-season, I was doing videos of the pitch being ready and all this sort of stuff, and I just kind of built this hype. And Blackpool had quite a good take up, and I think it's great if clubs start to embrace the vloggers because we do a good job really of promoting them, don't we? And people see it
the money you spend, to be fair, going even I know it's not about money, but for example, the money you may put into these videos, for example, ongoing away days and stuff, it's nice to get something back from the club themselves.
It's more job to me eating a salad than Barnet contacting me. Let's put it that way, lads. All right.
Well, it all depends on where it goes, because if you want to sort of get Barnet involved, and you have to promote them. I mean, we've done our best to kind of promote Blackpool Football Club because I'm passionate about them, and I want them to do well, and I want there to be thousands of fans. I want to be back in the Premier League. So if I can, I'd love it if they're all singing Lee Charles TV Tangerine Arm. It would be the greatest day of my life if I could get them back in the Premier League.
You're talking to the man that is on the verge of getting banned week in, week out from my club. Right, let's not forget that now, right? Come on.
Really? Is it that bad down there?
Oh, mate, come on. I'm like the walking plague when I walk around the hive. People literally, it's like Moses has parted the water. Everyone just disappeared. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm a mafia boss or something. It's great. I love it.
But you're in the Football Content Awards, though, again, aren't you? You've got in again. I mean, we've got quite a few content. We're in it. We're in for Best New Content Creator. Ben's in for Best Young Content Creator. Door's in for Best
Club Content Creator.
best club content creator. You're in for best non-league, aren't you, Matthew?
Reese was in it. Reese was in it.
Reese was in it.
Was in it.
What happened?
Explain, Reese.
It's hard to explain, really, but you know, before vlogging, you do like certain things in it because you're not as publicised. But you know, people bring up your mistakes, and you know, it's hard to go into detail what happened. But like, I think only yourself know as a person if you've like everyone makes mistakes, and only you know deep down yourself if you can improve. And I can say I've improved. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to get another chance. But it is what it is. But you know, I've had. What really makes me as a content creator is when people come up to you and say, "Oh, I really enjoy your videos."
1,000%.
That's what really makes me want to continue the videos.
5%.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put links in the video to everyone's channel so that people are watching this. If you're watching this, subscribe to these guys, you know, because we're all not, you know, we're not massive football vloggers, but we're all passionate about our clubs, and we're all trying to, you know, obviously, you know, just cheer our clubs on, really. And the more people that follow us, the more sort of influence we can have on making our clubs good, I always feel. You know, if you've got 20,000 people following you, that's 20,000 potential season tickets, isn't it? You know, so.
Can I say something about vlogging? Yeah. Like, because with Nottingham Forest, like I said, you've got myself and Matchday Max, because Matchday Max, he's a reporter, as Cod Vlogs knows. He's a YouTuber, vlogger, reporter, and now he works for the club. And with me, because as a vlogger, I know the director at Nottingham Forest, and the club love it. That kind of thing, I enjoy. You're going to get love, you're going to get the hate. So,
of course you're going to get hate.
Like I said, like
we all get thumbs downs, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. Like Reece says, when people come up to you, like you can do a live stream, you can see people on the street, they say, "Oh, that's that YouTuber." That kind of thing says, "Oh, you know what? I love that. I love that." So
I tell you something. One of the best memories I've had was it was about February before we all went into the pandemic, and I was doing some running at Tilfoot before I started college. And must have been about 5, 6, 10. And then every laugh I did, I just heard this Scottish voice going, "Go on then, nappers!" And then I thought, what is this? I thought, the bit's got to be out. And then I looked and thought, it's Harry Simpson. And every laugh I did, I went round and shouted it again. And he actually approached me about the podcast. And obviously I wanted him on anyway. And he said he watched the Cairns one. And for me, that was unbelievable. That a player watches my vlog, like I've never ever, apart from one particular vlog where I have called a player out, which I wouldn't ever do again.
Oh no! Oh God, they didn't get onto you, did they?
You know what I mean?
Nappers in the mud.
Oh man!
It wasn't. I just said that he was lazy. That was it. That was all I said. He was lazy. He's not interested. You want to go. Seems like he went to Wigan 3 days later, so I was quite correct.
Did you get an agent fee for that? You've obviously helped with the move, so I hope you got your compensation. Commission, not compensation, commission.
We played Doncaster at home. Devante came on, and we beat him 2-1. And all in the way was some Twitter beef, and he actually went like to the fans. He went like that. So when Devante watched the score, and he actually replied back. And what did he put? He put things you don't know about what happened at the club. And I just said to him, I just kept saying, "Fair play, mate, 2-1, because bye-bye." You know what I mean? But like I say, that interaction from the club and the support from the club I've had over the years, going into John Sheridan, there's no better feeling, like Jules just said.
Yeah. We've met. I mean, I've done interviews with former players like Eamon O'Keefe, you know, who was an absolute hero of mine. You know what I mean? I want to do more of that sort of stuff, but I just wasn't getting really the views on it, you know, for the amount of work I was putting in to put those interviews on. They're a lot of hard work. The editing's hard and everything, but they're really good. But, you know, Eamon O'Keefe was, you know, like a hero of mine in the, you know, the 80s. I couldn't believe I was actually, and I've actually made, you know, he's actually a friend. You know, I text Eamon and everything, which is amazing. You know, an ex-footballer. But, you know, they are just people like everybody else. And
one thing that I will say, I'll be serious about if people do want to do vlogging, it can come down to the team who you support.
Yeah,
you can have the best content in the world, but if you support a team that's not as high profile as some others, you'll never get noticed. I mean, you need a lot of luck, don't get me wrong. You need to be very lucky. but you could have the best content in the world and you could just get overlooked. So, you know, if you're going to do it, you got to go at 100% and stick at it. You can't just quit after a season or so.
I think it's one of those things where you've got to do it because it's a passion. You know what I mean? You've got to love doing it.
Do it because you enjoy
editing
it. Don't do it because
don't do it because you want to make money. Don't do it for money. No.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, isn't it? You know, people think, you know, I see a lot on a lot of YouTubers, oh, you know, sub for sub, and, you know, we'll have 1,000 subscribers. It don't make you any money. 1,000 subscribers makes you doesn't make you any money at all.
That's not right over my head. Explain that. What does that mean?
Sub for sub. It's
no, not the sub for sub. Why is Dor coughing Fogden? What's he done now?
Oh, Fogden.
Most overrated.
Are we calling out Fogden? Are we calling out Fogden? That'll get views, that.
No, wait.
He's not my favourite. He's not my favourite, if I'm being honest.
Let me explain. And this is my personal view about him, right? Because, like, as YouTubers, I don't like clickbait.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't like if I'm going to watch content, like I could watch Newcastle content and about Newcastle, like if you're going to put something, a title, I'm going to watch it. Then if it's not there, like most of his vlogs, 95% of his vlogs are clickbait.
Now let's call it what it is. He's shit. Simple as that.
We're not keen. I must admit, I'm not keen. I don't know why he's got so many subscribers.
We need to get Fogden on one of these.
Get him on, Lee. Get him on.
Slag him off.
Thug
Dad,
to be fair,
Thug Dad's even worse, isn't he? I mean, he's so bad, Thug Dad. Honestly, he's just. He's almost as if he's actually acting that he's Thug Dad, isn't he? He's not like he's trying to act the part kind of thing.
Can I just say something? I'm not trying to back him up in it. I'm not trying to back him up. I'm not trying to back him up in any way, but look where he goes, or look at all the places he goes.
Because he's got.
He's got money. We could do that if we had money.
James, but listen to me, right? He's a Bolton fan.
Yeah.
He's a Bolton fan. Follow your club. Like, you support Newcastle.
Yeah.
You support Barnet. I support Forest. This is my argument. Like, if you're doing a Bolton vlog, do a Bolton vlog. Yeah. Don't do it like an Arsenal, Man U, Chelsea. I'm not interested.
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
He was very lucky. He was very lucky, wasn't he? Because he went to the Leicester game when they won the title, and he vlogged that, didn't he? He went to the Leicester game. And that was what set him on his path. And he got in the local, obviously the Manchester paper, and he got on TV and stuff because he was only like 12 or 13 at the time. And he did this vlog on Leicester winning the Premier League, and it all took off from there. And obviously he was one of the first, wasn't he? So he was lucky to get in there. But he has deserted Bolton. He doesn't follow Bolton, which is sad. Stumpeg does. She still follows Bolton, doesn't she? Which is really good.
My point is, like I said, I met him at the award show, and I said something into his face. I don't enjoy when you do the Premiership one. I prefer to see a Bolton vlog.
Yeah,
that's all.
It's more passionate.
His replies was, "It's for the views."
Yeah, of course.
That's where he's got the wrong. How
can you respect someone like that? Look, at the end of the day, that's what they're doing. They're not trying to make the best content. They're just looking after number one. Me, I don't make any money. I just try and give whoever watches my videos something to enjoy.
Yeah,
that's what I was in. That's what I was in.
That's what it is about.
And this is my, like I said, I'm not trying to gun him. I'm saying, like I said, if I went to watch a Fleetwood vlog, I'll go and watch Snappers.
Yeah.
This is my argument, and I'm not a big fan of if I went to a Chelsea or Spurs game, I'm not going to vlog it because I'm not there to vlog it. I'm a Forest fan, and that's me. Simple as that.
Shocking.
I'm saying, and I've been to Groundhops and done the yard vlog, but Tom can take you to another level. If I'm honest with you, he's got 300 odd K now. I think everyone in this group now will agree. Smith, who's got just over 100K, is, I'd say, 5 times better. The editing is the video. He puts effort in, and he's down to earth.
Yeah.
And honestly, he's like one of those that you don't mind waiting 2 weeks for a video. And for me, that's where YouTube doesn't relate to me. He's clickbait. Smith is an honest guy. He'll put out the best content, and he has 3 times less subs than him. And for me, I think Smith should easily have at least 500,000.
Yeah, 5%.
I'm not a big fan of these either. I think these is all an act as well.
Somebody wanted to talk to me. Someone mentioned my name. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, it was me. So you said, look where he goes, right? Now, again, without sounding like I'm jealous, I've got a full-time job. I can't go the places he goes. I work 50 hours a week. I've got to book days off to go to a midweek game. If he grows up, let's see if he can do that the same as us.
Can I just say
thank you very much.
Can I just say something? I work full-time and it is quite tough. But I don't have any real expectation for YouTube. You just go, it goes where it goes. I do Newcastle content, and if you get the sub, you get the sub. If you don't, you don't. It's like when somebody dislikes your video, somebody gets really irate about it. It's fine. It's just like someone liking your video. It's free to sub, it's free to unsub. It doesn't matter. Like for me, I support Newcastle. I say it as it is.
It's them giving you a view, giving you money, and then I always got told with the more likes you get and the more like ratings you get, the more it'll recommend. So I'm like, just like all you want, mate. Thank you. You just put
Doesn't bother me at all.
No, it doesn't bother me. Just likes don't bother me. They never have. I have a few people I have to like delete, if they're being quite abusive, to Jane or stuff like that. I don't like, bad, nasty comments and.
Yeah.
But apart from that, most people on ours have enjoyed it because it's, it's just try and put as good a quality as I can. For me, I just try and make them.
Thing is, on YouTube, you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect.
No one is. Yeah, no one is.
Exactly.
Unless you're Casey Neistat or something, you got.
Yeah. Well, like, for example, with Stogden, I'm pretty sure he's, the same age as me? Is he, 18, 19? I'm 18. Right?
He's 18.
Whereas I have to work a job. I have to pay for my own car, my own phone. And obviously, YouTube's given him a platform to do that. And he's probably not going to uni, is he? I bet, because he's got all his money off, he's got all the money off YouTube. And then me, for example.
His dad.
His dad as well. This is what I'm saying. Like,
no, but I know I've just said that, but think about it. If you were offered now to go to Inter Milan, to go to Chelsea United,
100%.
Yeah, let's be honest. Everyone in here, if you got offered that and to get a channel over 350,000 views,
yeah, of course.
But I just don't
of course,
think it's the right way.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, fair enough. Remember, he doesn't do it in the right way. Like I don't mind if he went to abroad. Like I think he went to some Serb game.
He went to Bayern Munich. He went to Bayern, did he? I think he went to Germany on one. He was really good. It was all right.
No, it was really good. But I think when it comes to the Premiership teams, like the top four, I don't enjoy it. I don't.
No,
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I agree with the Bolton one. I think I'd draw the line at an England game because obviously that's nationality.
Yeah, of course, I'd love to do an England game.
England. If Ben
well, you do a Welsh game then, wouldn't you? You do a Wales game, it'd be the same thing. You'd love to do it. If Wales got in the European, whatever. If you did a vlog about it, it'd blow your channel up a bit, wouldn't it? I mean, we were going to do the Conifers, which were like the alternative World Cup. We were supposed to be out there, a couple of months ago, and we had press accreditation and everything, which was like, it's like all the teams that don't get in the, in the World Cup, so they've got their own World Cup called the Conifers. It's, it's little nations, even the Isle of Man are in it, and I think like Yorkshire had a team one time and all this. But it's like fans from all over the world, and we were going to film that, and I was so excited about that. And of course, this coronavirus came.
The thing is, only you shouldn't be too expecting when you come to do YouTube. Like you follow your club for the love of the club. Like you do get people that fish for subscribers, fish for likes. For me, you just be open and honest. You say like and subscribe, but they don't have to. It's like when someone unsubs off it, just let them do it. That's fine. Let people say bad comments, but you can always delete them. It's absolutely fine. That's how I deal with it. That's probably why I don't get as much hate in the comments, because you either delete them or you just say it as it is.
Why delete them? I couldn't give a shit what they said.
Yeah, me too. You know what? Matthew,
that's him.
Matthew, I like you. Let's be friends.
I just don't like a personal abuse things, but if people want to knock it, I don't mind people knocking what I've done. I just don't like it when they get personal.
That's what I'm saying. You've got to accept that.
For example, Boris Derby, big rivalry so far.
Big Derby, no chance.
It's you.
Big Derby.
You obviously went to that game and you couldn't get a ticket, and you couldn't go to Derby away, for example. Stogden got a ticket in the Forest and vlogged it. As a lifelong Forest fan, season ticket, home and away pretty much every game. Uni mates do quality content. He's got a ticket, doesn't even support Forest. How would you feel?
Pissed off.
For me,
pissed off.
Games for stopping another fan going to those games. You get
Go
what I
mad.
mean?
I go because I'll give you an example, right? I think it was West Brom and Aston Villa playoffs, and he was desperate for a ticket, and I said to him, give it to a Villa fan who wants to go to that game. And like I said, because like any football fan would love to go to a semi-final playoff. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And
Not our game this time. Jesus Christ, losing 4-1.
I don't know what a semi-final playoff is.
Oh, shut up, Dave. Shut up.
Who invited Sharky on? Who bloody invited him? It must sack him, whoever he is.
I'm saying we've gone down and what I'm saying, I've never seen the semi-final playoff.
Lee, at the end of this, do a poll. Should Sharky be on the next one of these?
Yeah, we will. That's the poll, yeah. Should we keep Sharky on?
To be fair, I thought this was only going to be my only time, so yeah, it's fine.
The best person in this group. I need to be running this channel because they support Newcastle and they should be massive club. So he should be running this channel because he's a Newcastle fan.
Yeah, I could do.
Don't be giving me idea away, bloody hell. This is I dream about this going big. I reckon we're all going to have 100,000 subscribers when we do this regular.
I wish.
If it's good, if it's good enough quality, lads, I think this is brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. Honestly, I think it's been great.
I've had fun.
Yeah. I hope people who watch this, come back and watch more.
I'm saying, I'm not falling. I'm used to all like the banter from the rest of the fan base and other fans.
It's all jokes. All this. This is all jokes. Football fans having a discussion. There's no
that's what I'm saying.
Between anyone.
No. That's what I'm saying. I enjoy it. I enjoy the throwback banter. That's what.
Yeah, we want banter. It wouldn't be a show if there's no banter. We need it.
It's just like the Sunderland fans when they have a banter and say, "Yeah, you're League One." Whatever, and they're laughing at like the Fleetwood fans and the Porto fans. I'm like, well, yeah, you're in League One. You can't string 2 wins together.
Oh, but they got a cracking TV show, haven't they?
It's actually quite good. I actually quite like that Sunderland Till I Die. Although we can't watch the first series because it's Simon Grayson and Jane just can't watch it. She can't have him in the living room. She just can't take any more. Simon Grayson. She's traumatized.
No, so obviously, as I was saying, it's like there's no bad blood between us. It's all
no.
For example, me and Ben, have known each other for years now, and we've always had. Maybe on Twitter we might have a little
dig at each other.
Yeah. But it's nothing like me and Ben are friends. Yeah. We did that charity walk together. That was about 3 years ago now.
Joe, I would meet with all you guys face to face, and I'd still do the same.
Let me just get Reese back in. He's back in. We lost Reese.
I was just about to say, I could meet all you guys face to face, and I'd still be the same. I wouldn't change.
No, exactly. Well, we don't want you to. We want this banter to go on because that's what will make the channel at the end of the day. We got Reese's upside down.
I'm back.
That's better. That's better sound, Reese.
Yeah.
What have you done?
I don't know what my AirPod died, so I had to go off and
it sounds a bit clearer though.
They are fake, to be fair.
Ben's not so good now. Your audio's gone bad now, Ben, and you're normally as loud as anything, but you've gone a bit muffled, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. Have Ben muffled.
Working now.
Yeah, that's better.
There you go, Ben.
Unfortunately for you. I remember going to Sunderland away, and we talked about Sunderland in the past, and we were 1-0 and suspending our league. You're not going to take your toe in quick, let's be honest. It happened in the lower league of football, and as it does, I was charging my phone, and I'm thinking, should I take my phone charge out? We've been doing so well, and I think, right, I'm going to do it. So I'm starting thinking, go on the card, go on, we've won. We've beaten Sunderland, and so we score the last minute, don't we? And we all go down to Joey Park and go, hey!
It just goes to show how it just goes to show how low the prison.
Goes to rattle the Sunderland. Goes, it's interesting as a former Newcastle player, Sunderland, who were in the Premier League 3 years ago, celebrate that they've won the World Cup final after scoring an equaliser against the mighty Fleetwood Town. And he goes,
you should have beaten them.
You went to the pitch because you're getting scared of getting outplayed by the mighty Fleetwood.
It's because Barry Mackay scored. It's because Mackay scored then.
And that just goes to prove the point how low they've fallen as a club. But
you still can't beat a last-minute goal, lads. You can't beat last-minute goals. It don't matter who you score against.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Leeds. It's awful.
The thing is, I'm sorry that they're getting a buzz over drawing 1-1 with Fleetwood, and Fleetwood were the better side, I would say. Come on, that just goes to show how low they've fallen.
Yeah, they have fallen low, but even so, we all celebrate a last-minute goal, don't we? I mean, it's the thing we live for, really. It's the most exciting thing in football, really. Last-minute goals are just, like, unbelievable, and they're also horrible, the other way around when you concede a last-minute goal.
Well, you say that it wasn't a winner, but just ask Jordan Pickford what he was doing at Goodison Park.
Tell us more.
Worst thing about Sunderland is them bloody stairs.
Yeah.
And it's so
and it's got like it's got words on it, hasn't it? Like Chris Waddle. Yeah. This is how high his penalty was, and all that. It's quite funny, but it's a long way up, isn't it? Bolton's a long way up.
No, we've got the worst for the end. We're bad.
Yeah.
Level 7.
Yeah, because we're right up in the gods, aren't we, at Newcastle?
When you were on about last minute goals, we played. It was Northampton Town in the first round of the Carabao Cup. We went 1-0 down. And even when we equalised, there's only about 10,000 people. But I was actually going mental. I was thinking some people, you know, on Twitter when they clip out absolute limbs, hope everyone's okay. I couldn't go. I was going mental against Northampton Town. I don't care who it's about. It could be a friendly, it could be a Champions League final. I will celebrate the same. I was doing it on my live streams as well. Doesn't matter who it's against. A goal is a goal.
A goal is a goal, yeah. It doesn't matter. They probably weren't going mental because it was Fleetwood. They were just going mental because they probably played terrible and got a last minute, a goal. And it's just, those are the things you remember.
They knew Ben was in the crowd, so they're going mental.
Yeah. They're all shouting at you. Cards, vlogs, take that.
Ben and the 13 Fleetwood fans that made it there.
The funny thing was, a Sunderland fan who actually, he made me not like Frank Lampard, stop crying. He started singing, because all the players had got faded away, stop crying, COD vlogs, and it was, to be fair, it was funny, but it was, to me, how far we've come now, the rattle by little Fleetwood.
Yeah. You've come a long way, honestly. Fleetwood have come a long, long way, and Andy Pilley has done an amazing job. The only thing I can't really get with Pilley is, with the whole Fleetwood thing is, doesn't matter where he gets you, he can get you in the Premier League. You're never going to get that sort of massive, amount of fans. So, I mean, he would obviously get the Premier League money, which would make it a business model. But there just isn't the amount of people in Fleetwood. I mean, even the town only holds 24,000. If you all went to the game, and that's never going to happen. So it's just that.
Like to mention that.
No, but it is true. You're only a very small town, and
you are like you got.
You can only ever get so many in that there's only ever going to be a certain amount of fans. It doesn't matter where you get to at the end of the day. But having said that, it would be great to get in the Premier League, wouldn't it? You'd love it.
Live in the dream.
Yeah, of course, you've got to live the dream. It's all about dreams. But
I think there's only two of us in this group that ain't been in the Premiership, ain't it?
Who?
I think there's only two of us that's in this group right now that's not been in the Premiership.
No, there's three. There's Daniels. Well, Daniels with Chelsea, but with St Albans. Yeah. St Albans not. Yeah, Swansea's been in. Yeah, Nottingham Forest. They've not been in for a long time, have they? But
why would you bench that league? No need for that, is there?
I'm picking on your door. What is it with Forest? They're such a big club, and yet they just don't seem to.
They're not a big club. Nah, small club. Small club mentality.
Well, Notts County were a bit unlucky, weren't they? Because they were in the playoff final. They didn't make it, did they?
I can't believe that. Harrogate Town are in League Two.
I know, the big.
Let me tell you now. Obviously, guys. So this is my background. Harrogate Town and or not were the best team in the league, bar Barra. The way they play football, them two were great.
Right.
And for conference football, non-league football, where people think it is shit, it's pub football, the way that they actually get the ball on the floor, pass it around, some of the best football I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it'd be good to see them.
Barrow were amazing.
Like the first time they're in League Two, a football league team, is it? Harrogate? Yeah, the first time in League Two or something like that. I don't know.
It is.
I can't remember. But I think I just think it's crazy. Like that's massive for them. It's absolutely massive. You think about it, like. You've got Bolton Wanderers playing Harrogate Town next season. You just
mind blowing, isn't it? It's mind blowing.
Harrogate Town. I was reading a report on Matthew. I'm sure you'll know a bit more about this than me. But something playing a 4G pitch.
Who, Harrogate? Yeah, they do. They've got to rip it up now.
Yeah, they got. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. They got to rip it up. That's a bit harsh, really, isn't it?
It's the league rules, though, ain't it?
But the thing is,
I don't see why they can't play on a 3G or 4G pitch in the Premiership. I don't know what the actual rules meaning is, but for some reason it's not allowed.
This one that's like half and half now is coming in, isn't it? Where you've got grass and plastic mix.
Wood's got that.
Yeah, that's quite.
Ago, QPR played on a plastic pitch, didn't they? When Terry Venables banged in all the goals one season for it. They won near enough every home game, but lost all the away games.
Yeah, the Knob Enders used to have a plastic pitch as well. It was awful. I went to one. It was a really windy day, and the ball kept blowing off, and they couldn't take anything, free kicks. They had to put sand down to try and keep the ball. It was horrible. It was really hard. You know, it was in those days when it was a really hard 3G. But
Tranmere's pitch was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible, but they fixed it, haven't they, this year? They fixed it in the summer. It's going to be a lot better, but it was awful. You couldn't play on it. But that cost them dearly, I think, Tranmere. You know, that's why they've got relegated because of that pitch. Because, you know, if you watch my video on, you know, my vlog on that, you know, you can see the ball just sticks in the mud. I don't know how they allow it to play.
I saw you there, didn't I? We were both there, weren't we?
Yeah, we interviewed you at the end, you and...
Oh, yeah. Me and Ramos.
Yeah, you were on there. How's he doing, by the way, Ramos? We'll have to get him on as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen much of him in lockdown. I've still spoken to him, but yeah, he seems to be doing all right.
Yeah, he's not been doing much videos, but there's not much to do. We've been doing Blackpool stuff. You know, we've been doing some walks around Blackpool that have done very, very well. But I want to do more stuff on Blackpool. I'm trying to get, you know, as well as Blackpool Football Club. I think, you know, there's a lot of stuff.
That's the thing. Obviously, I will probably continue to do stuff on Blackpool, but just not as much because as I said, I prefer obviously doing the public videos, you know, like the one I did in London.
Yeah.
I just, you know, went up to random people with a microphone and, you know. It
takes a lot of bottle, doesn't it? It takes quite a bit of bottle to do that.
100%, yeah. But yeah, no, it was good.
Right, has anybody got anything else, or should we call it a day at that? We've been on, how long has it been going?
I've enjoyed it, I have.
It's been great. It's been great. We can carry on all night if you want. I mean, Sharky's here for 6 hours. He'll still be here.
I've got a
question. Reese wants to say something. What, Reese?
I was going to say a good question for everyone. I was going to say, predict where you're going to finish next season, every person. I think that's a good way to end off.
Okay, all right. Okay, so predictions. So starting off with Door on Tour, where will Forest finish this season?
With the squad we've got now, sixth.
Sixth, okay. Playoffs, yeah. Scraping playoffs.
Yeah, above Swansea.
Above Swansea, right. Matthew, where's Barnet going to finish this season? With no team, no players. Yeah. You're in defence. You've already put yourself in for it.
Oh, we're champions then. We've won it. Hands down.
Right. Okay, so Barnet champions. Okay. Daniel Teckers, St Albans. Where are they going to finish this season? Prediction.
I'm going to say second.
Second, okay. Would that be automatic? It would be automatic in your league.
You have to go through the playoffs.
Through the playoffs, right? Okay. Sharky, 13th, 12th, whereabouts? You always finish the same. You tell us.
Maybe 14th. Never know.
Yeah, I think it'll be between 12th and 14th. I think if we can keep ASM and Almir on, they're the most important players to keep. If we can build around it, if we can get a striker in who can score double figures, that'd be great.
You might have to spend more than 40 million.
You got 50 million this time.
Well, I don't think we've got any money to spend, to be honest. I hear we've only got 35 million. That's what I've heard.
35. Only 35 million. We don't spend 35 quid on a player.
honestly, do you know what? I'll be kind on the lads. If Bruce sticks with the 4-2-3-1 formation, which was doing well in the second half of the season, I'll say 12.
Okay, 12 from Sharky. Ben Cosvogs, where are you finishing this year?
2 good signings in camps and Rochester, more to come. I think we have no defence just yet. Get a few centre halves and a backup left back, maybe another striker and a winger to add in. I think
you're not a Barnet fan by any chance, are you? You seem like you want a whole squad.
You're not asking for much there,
We've got a great side. But we just don't have.
Well, Ben, Matty's free if you want him.
I don't want back. We can have him back now. We've got one more central midfielder and a striker. I think.
There you go. Matty Longstaff's free. He's already on 800 quid a week.
We'll take Sean Longstaff back if you want. I'll have him back any day of the week.
Yeah.
Well, Sean's on a contract. Matty's left for free, so you can have him. It's not come back.
So where are you finishing? Where are you finishing, Ben? Come on. 9th, okay.
Oh no, you're much better than 9th.
Chris,
you're better than that.
I'm not one that bigs ourselves up.
All right, Ben. All right. Here we go.
Hey, Ben.
rattle this cage.
Ben, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice towards Fleetwood, you know.
I'm trying to think of Chris. I'll let Chris predict how in the way they are going to finish.
Chris Lomas. Chris, where are we going to finish?
I will go with 5th, and then we will get promoted through playoffs.
Okay. Reese, how are you going to finish this year?
Bottom.
No. well, no way you. No, Van Over losing loads of players. I'm going to go a respectable 14.
It's Barry Mackay.
So to finish it all, I'm going to give Blackpool are going to win the league, and we'll see you in the Championship.
Yes, Bet. Yeah, not yes, Bet.
We're going to win. We're going to win the league. I just feel it. Honestly, I really feel it.
Well, I'm saying, if we go down and Blackpool come up, it could be a fixture.
Hey, I'll tell you, it'll be a good. We'll definitely do a thing together if we do play you.
Could be a fixture.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I've enjoyed it tonight, lads. This is the first time interacting with a few of you.
Same time next week if you want to. Yeah, absolutely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this
on a Monday, so that's fine by me.
I'll put this on YouTube. It doesn't really need much editing, to be honest, because it's been.
No, I think
it's been
you
really
should
good.
Just keep it how it is, if I'm honest. Because the
we'll keep it straight.
Of it.
We'll keep it straight.
Obviously, get rid of the start bit when everyone's.
If all of you promote it, I can actually. Yeah, if you'll just promote it on your channels and say you're on it, definitely. And we're going to be doing it regularly every week. Yeah, for now, let's see how it goes. Yeah, if you all like it, I've enjoyed it. I've had good fun.
Hopefully it's not as warm as it is.
It's been great.
It's not as warm next week as it is today, because I must have sweated about stoning off my bollocks just
Well, I was just saying when I was at the start. I was going to say there, Lee, when I came at the start, I was just saying what happened with the connection. I don't know what happened there, but yeah. See,
it's because you finished 13th. That's why, all right?
Yeah. No, but honestly, you know, like I say, I know, like I say, I respect everyone's opinion. I know everyone has different thoughts and opinions of Newcastle, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to speak honest from the fan, of not just myself, of many other Newcastle fans. If you watch the club, if you don't, it is a different story. But if I am invited on next week, I'll come on, no problem.
Well, no, we're going to leave that to the viewers. So post in the comments below. Do we keep James Sharkey in the show? Do we invite him back? Is he a blinkered Newcastle fan that can't see reality in front of his face? We're all jealous of where he is.
Replace him with Ramos.
Yeah, but if not, I do get on plenty of shows, so don't worry. I'm a busy person.
Don't worry. Too big for us.
No. Honestly, I do get on a lot of other YouTube channels and things and other shows and radios and stuff. So I am a busy person. So yeah, I will be honest.
It's only battery, Jesus. I didn't really want to go out of you. I think you're fat and ugly anyway.
The show wouldn't work without you, Sharky. So you definitely a regular. We've loved the Newcastle opinion. It's been brilliant. Yeah, if we can get Thogden on as well. So Thogden, if you're watching this, I'll put it out
there now. I don't think he's brave enough.
Me and Ben will do a collab diss track on him if he carries on. Won't we, Ben? We'll
if you want me to get Fogden on, I'm not saying I do have good contacts from Fogden, so I will mess him 22.
By the way, if any of you want,
No. He comes on with his Bolton top on.
I think we've got room for one more on the show. You know, so
get on.
Yeah. So we could have one guest per week, maybe a different person.
Yeah, we could do with a guest every week. So if anybody knows anybody that
I'm saying I don't mind dropping out. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind.
Oh, don't be daft. We've loved it.
No, honestly, I like the banter, but I'm saying I do get busy.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's good to have a Premier League opinion.
Yeah, it's good to have a Premier League opinion. We just need a proper Premier League club to be on. That's all.
You're talking to a proper club that's been ruined by Mike Ashley. There you go.
It's been an absolute pleasure, lads. Honestly, I've really enjoyed it. It's been a good laugh. I've had a laugh. Yeah. I hope the people that are watching this on YouTube, I hope you really enjoy it as well. And help all these guys as well. Subscribe to the channels. I will put links in below. And
I'm only small. Help me, please.
Yeah, Chris Lomas is only small.
I am as well.
Daniel's not just bad. He's nearly 800. Are you 800, Daniel?
I think I hit it yesterday. I think
800.
Yes, my God.
Yeah, all we'll say, you guys just keep working on it.
Yeah.
All right, mate. All right, thanks everyone. I'll end it there.
Well done, everyone.
You take care. And